Hey everyone, XShot just released the long shot and the Fury X, which are pretty much outstanding, and now they are about to rock our hobby with this bold new release, the XShot Motorized Piston Pump AEB. I'm your host Dave, welcome to Tag. This thing has finally landed, and I have to be honest with you, I didn't see XShot coming first in the AEB world. Out of all the manufacturers on Star Shelf like Siren, Nerf, and Dark Zone, I was really expecting Nerf or Dark Zone to hit the AEB first, but no, XShot is gonna rock our hobby again with a new release. They skipped the performance flywheeler and went directly for the AEB. But game changer or not, we're gonna go on the table, open this bad boy, and then check it out to see if it's ever worth our $89. The Motorized Piston Pump. It looked like XShot went all out on this blaster. Buffer tube stock, a new straight magazine that reminds us a lot of the Talon magazine. We see here that we have gearing, plus the motor seems to be in the grip, so it's a true AEB, mostly like the gel blaster. They even gave us a B-car barrel. It's just to see if we got plastic or metal bearing on those, but generally everything comes together. You got 40 dart, the magazine, a long-ish aluminum barrel, quick remove collet. I mean, this thing got a lot of feature. Plus, they are putting this seal of excellence on it, like our best blaster ever. This is a bold claim. Let's see if that's true. Wow, this is a clean packaging, reminiscent a lot of the Dark Zone packaging. We got our 40 dart, the battery charger. I guess the battery is somewhere. Here, the safety goggles, buffer tube stock on a nice blaster with the new XShot color. This new magazine with an opaque bottom end, and wow. Okay, this is not their other magazine. This is really something else. I really wish they released those magazines because they are kind of nice. Let's hope they fit other blasters. We have the B-car, which seem to have plastic bearing. Fair enough. You've got to cut costs somewhere. That is fair. We have this barrel. Just shorter than I was expecting, but still it looked very nice with both chamfered hand at both sides. This is very cool. We got a little tactical sight to go on it. And let me remove the blaster because I'm looking for a battery that I can't find, and I have to expect the battery is already installed in. Cool, and it's not plugged. And they continue with the same plug they had with the gel blaster, so I guess they haven't updated that. They were supposed to do some change to it. I was hoping for an XT30, but we're gonna have to install it in that ourselves. Let me take all that out of the package, charge the battery, and we're gonna take a good look at this blaster. Okay, the battery is all charged up. Let me just close that thing, slap that cover in. Okay, now according to the instruction, before we fire this thing, I need to put it on position. Press one little time on this and we'll hear a little beep. That tells me the blaster is on. Okay, let's put it down for now, because before we fire it, we need to do a few things to it, like installing this barrel. Is it? Yeah, it's chamfered at both ends. And let's check something, because normally Zuru are known for loose barrel. Oh, this is a nice fit. This is very snug. I love this barrel. Really a boost in quality for this. Honestly, let's slap that in there all the way to the bottom. And okay, call it work. Now, this magazine, let's see how good 15 darts fit in, because we all know that a number is just a number until it works. Some magazines can't accept the right quantity. We're gonna try this one. Oh, very smooth. Very smooth. And I want to know if it holds the dart well. Because their previous magazine, the blaster, were great, but the magazine were not so because the dart were kind of zigzagging inside, and no, this one is super straight. That is great, really. Wow. Okay, so far I'm impressed. XShot, you need to release those magazines. This is just a talent magazine. I'm pretty sure if you release a package with like 40 dart and 2 magazines, it's gonna sell like hotcake. Those magazines are great compared to the other one. This is really something. And one more for the 15. And yeah, 15 round fits perfectly straight inside. Let's put this mag in, press one time to arm the blaster. Oops, it's unsafe. Press one time to arm the blaster. And now it's loaded. This is a hefty blaster. I mean, it feels very good in hand. And I love this hand stuff they put at this end. This is really cool. This stock, I mean, I won't even have to pull it out to fit me because it's perfect like that. But even if you're taller, if you got big hand, this grip is a bit chunky but super comfortable. I don't understand how my small hand fits so well around this grip, because this grip got clearly a motor inside. But now for the operation. Oh, that is nice. Okay, you can spam the trigger and skip a shot. I skipped a shot there, but really? This is cool. It feels spicy. There's like a small kickback on it. This is really something. Yeah, really? Oh, and now I have no more dart chambers in. So this little handle to fit the first dart in, and yeah, it's shooting pretty nice. Wow, and that shell is super sturdy. It is thick. Let me check that out. Yeah, it is a thick shell. This is not your typical XShot. XShot, really, I think your seal of excellence was really something on the box. Not just a statement. I mean, this is clearly, if not the best, one of the best blasters you've ever released. My God, you put the good quality barrel, the scar. Look like it's working, the B car, but there is plastic bearing inside. It's barely the only thing that bothers me about this whole blaster so far. Let's go check the FPS on the chronograph and the accuracy on the target. Then we're going to speak a little more about this motorized piston pump AEB, because game changer, I think it is. Okay, chronograph test for this XShot motorized piston pump AEB. I'm really eager to see what it can do. Wow! With the B car on! Oops, might be a dart. Those are semi-new darts. Impressive. Let's try a couple more with a regular Talon mag. Yeah, feeds in. Looks like it holds. Let's engage the first dart. Let's try automatic just to see what it give. It might give me reading to approximate the DPS. Yeah. I'm pretty sure just an upgrade in the battery would solve that thing, but normally the point of those AEB is to shoot semi-automatic, and that thing, yeah, well, it performed. Yeah, really. Minimum of 151, which might have been an outlier. A maximum of 177.4. That's impressive, with an average of 169.6. This thing is not a slouch. Whoa, I did not expect this kind of FPS out of a XShot stock blaster like that. My god, I think even the BK1S and BK2S are lower than that in FPS, or one of those is. I was super hyped for this blaster, but now I know why. I understand why, and yeah, you want one. Well, this is a bit baffling. This blaster delivers so much. I mean, I was hyped for it. I was really hyped for it, but I could never imagine that it would deliver on every level. This thing is serious. I mean, everything about it is well thought of, and you can see the craftsmanship. They study it before they made it. Let's start with like the ergonomy and the quality, the construction of the blaster. I mean, first, when you hold it, you got weight into it, but the weight is limited to this section in the middle, meaning there are probably a couple metal parts into there. This gives a very good feeling in the hand. Plus the length. I mean, I'm not very tall, but this stock, not extended or anything, is like just the perfect size for me, with the handrest just at the right place. This thing feels super great in hand. Plus, if you are a tall player, this grip is a bit chunky, but it is super comfortable even for my small hand, meaning this blaster, you just extend it 1, 2, 3, 4 notch, and it's gonna be just the right size for you. Moving on top, you have those two sides that are clip-on and Picatinny. They are pretty much universal. I don't think they're gonna stay there. I might put them on my long shot because they are really nice. I love those. This is very well made. All the plastic feel a lot better quality than usual on this blaster, and we're gonna come back to that point. Going to the front, we have a collet that allows us to change this barrel in a blink. And speaking of this barrel, I'm gonna put down the blaster for this. This new barrel. To make a little comparison, I'm gonna take the barrel from a long shot. This is a stock long shot barrel. The thing is, with a long shot barrel, when you put the dart at one end, it just falls at the other end. There is like no friction. It doesn't hold, it doesn't seal very well, which doesn't help with the performance. But with this barrel, it's a very nice barrel with a very good chamfer at both ends, so it doesn't matter which side you put it in, it's gonna work. You put it in and it fit very snug. I'm pretty sure this barrel is not a 13mm. I'm sure this is a 12.9, 12.8. This is a very snug fit, and that will seal very well in your blaster, and that's what you want in that type of blaster. You want a barrel that is not necessarily very long, but that is going to seal very well. On top of this barrel we have a little B-car barrel, which does the job. It's not the most aggressive B-car, those are plastic bearing, but it does the job. And now for that magazine, because I think this is one of the key points of this blaster. I think as of today, XShot mastered the geometry of the Talon magazine better than Worker. Let me explain. The little notch on the Worker Talon, the original Talon, is a little rounded, while on the XShot it is very square and by a hair deeper, which will help any mag latch to grab on them. For example, not only does the blaster, the AEB, accept regular Talon magazine very nicely, but this new magazine from XShot fit almost better than a regular Talon in every other Talon blaster. And as a matter of fact, in the Fury X, where this regular Talon would just be easily yankable out, or just you shake the blaster and it fall out, or you just slam fire it and it falls, this one holds. I mean, there is no way you can yank that magazine out of a Fury X unless you break something. This is really a nice mag, and you can even remove the bottom plate by unclipping both little wings. It's very slight prying and the bottom just come off. You can clean up the interior of your magazine. I mean, XShot, you really nailed it with this magazine. Now, take your older XShot magazine for half dart, the one that come with the Fury X and the long shot. Just ditch them, include this magazine with all of your half dart blaster, and you're gonna be king. This thing is awesome. If you can just sell those in 3-4 different color, with including like 40 dart next to the magazine, you would just sell a bunch of those like hotcake. This would be crazy. Not only is that magazine nice, but it is a good quality plastic. The same as for this shell. This shell doesn't feel like regular XShot plastic. Even that little flat spot is rigid. They really made their homework on that thing. I mean, this thing is not flexing, it's not rattling other than the magazine. A little wiggle, you have nothing on this blaster. It feels good quality. Even the plastic for this mag release feels super tough. They really up their game with this shell, and as a matter of fact, I have to make a small confession. While I was testing for the mag compatibility, I completely slammed this blaster on the floor, on the hard wood floor. This was kind of heartbreaking. I was in a bit of a panic because I hadn't done any FPS or accuracy test on the blaster yet. But no, the blaster works like a charm. Everything is okay. As you could see in the FPS and the accuracy test, it didn't affect anything on this blaster. I mean, this is really something. This new XShot Motorized Piston Pump AEB, man, this is a mouthful. It's not just a new blaster. This is like a statement from XShot to everyone, community member and other manufacturer. Like, you see, that's what we can do. Now, what do you have? This is like kind of crazy. This is a bold statement. Even for the box, there is this big gold sticker that says best XShot blaster ever, and it is. Both quality, reliability, so far this thing just worked. I didn't even have to unscrew the jam door. This thing is just working. I mean, it's working. It's firing. It's just operating well. This is a great blaster. It delivers on every expectation. XShot, you really up your game with this blaster. But with all those positive points on that thing, is there something to be desired out of it? I would say maybe a slightly faster fire rate, because this is like 2 DPS, 2-3 DPS, not very fast. Probably with a better battery we could achieve that 4-5 DPS, which could be just in the right spot for those blasters. But those blasters shine on semi-automatic, and maybe a slightly faster cycling rate might help the blaster, but it's nothing. It's completely nothing. For the price they're asking for it, for $89 when it will come out, the global launch date on June 9. But for the price they're gonna ask for this thing, for the complete package, this is golden. This is the kind of thing that happened only once in a lifetime in the hobby. Back then we had like the OG Nexus Pro event where it was a revolution, Half-Dart coming to the mass market. And this feel like the same kind of blaster, as important as the OG Nexus Pro. So yeah, I really think this is a game changer. This can bring Springer blaster accessibility to players that maybe have disabilities, that can't prime a blaster themselves. They have nerve problem or whatever. So instead of shrinking their playtime because it hurts, if they don't have to prime the blaster, maybe they can play longer, or just to have an AEB. I mean, would I recommend this thing? Oh, totally. I mean, if you don't have an AEB in your arsenal, you're gonna love this thing. If you don't have an automatic blaster or semi-automatic blaster as a flywheeler in your arsenal, this should be the best electronic blaster for you. If you already have a BK1S, just ask yourself, how important is Talon compatibility for me? If you ever answer yes, this blaster is exactly for you. I mean, it got everything. The quality is there. It just feels good, and it's just so fun. There is this little kickback when you fire it, which gives a very nice feeling. I can't have enough good word for this blaster. It is really baffling when a blaster meets my expectation or exceeds my expectation that much, but this thing just did it. This AEB, XShot AEB just did it. This thing just feels like they thought it through. I couldn't hope for something better. This is truly your best blaster ever. On those good words, I think that's it for this small video. There will be a follow-up video on this thing. I'm not done playing and testing this thing out. I already have some idea for spring upgrade. I'm gonna let you know as soon as I'm done with those research. In the meantime, you can always follow me on Facebook and Instagram at @ThatOldNerdGuy. Please leave a like and comment, subscribe for more content. Don't forget to hit that bell to notify for my latest video. This was Dave Fatag. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.